Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon, and in between parts I decided to grind Meru. So she now has her final addition, which is Perky Step, and I'm going to leave her in the party for a short time so you can see it. Through that door there is where we face some optional bosses later on, which are the old Dragoons. After you meet Diaz, please visit this place again and lead their souls to heaven. Yep. Battle. Perky Step can be quite a pain to pull off. I've mostly been doing it while I've been tired and failed quite a lot, so we'll see. The benefit, while it doesn't do amazing amounts of damage, the benefit is she's so fast that you can do it multiple times compared to like Congo's one. I screwed that up. So Dart's not using Soul Eater at the moment because I was grinding, so he was just being a pain in the ass. These spring hitters can actually steal items from you. Okay, let's do this again. The problem I find with Perky Step is it gets countered a lot, so you have to press the circle button, and it's usually in a very awkward place and hard to get the one after the counter. Right. Oh, I'm always too quick with that one. But I will try again. As you can see, she's very quick. There we go. And that's Perky Step. And she's now level 32, which is pretty good because I'm swapping her out now anyway. And we are going to have... we're going to have Rose and Albert in the party because that's my favourite setup. So I'm just going to quickly equip them. He can have Soul Eater back on. Right. Need to remove it from Mirror and Congo first. And Tiara, that'll do. Lion Fur. And Phoenix Plume, whatever, doesn't matter. So Armor Legend, and Legend Casque, and same here. There we go. Let's just check what attack badge, active ring. Don't know what that does, so we're going to swap that to hopefully another attack badge, which means someone else has it on. Whoops, not that one. There we go. Just gotta, there it is. So let's move on. And can't jump across there. Or that. Please no battle. Excellent. Okay. We'll check through these doors. You can see that one's got an item on it, this one doesn't. This is probably new enemies, so I'm going to leave it in regardless. Succubus and Spring Hitter, or succubus if you prefer that pronunciation. Okay, so we want... She's the same as Rose, so I'll attack this one.
Die.
Ah, shit. Ah, what am I doing? It's not an episode of Legend of Dragoon without Velic failing at additions. Which he's surprisingly good at off camera. Okay, let's check this one. Here we go, item. Rose's hairband. We're gonna have a quick look at that. Just checking her weapons, seeing if she had anything decent. Avoids instant death. Can't remember if there are any bosses that do that, but if there are, obviously that's very helpful. Moving on. There's another door there, but... Huh. Jana! Diaz, here are all three divine moon objects. There are no more obstacles to hinder our utopia. Release the girl. Fine. Diaz, what are you going to do with the divine moon objects? Pretty sure Lloyd just told you? Didn't you hear it from Lloyd? My only desire is the advent of the last species. If you are the true Diaz, you should know what that implies. Total destruction. What do you... Lloyd, Wardon bring me the moon gem, moon dagger, and moon mirror. Now we can let the Virage embryo, the god of destruction, the last species we desire, the true Virage, arise. I will create the utopia you wanted after the Virage embryo purges the world. Everything so far was an overture to that. Lloyd, he showed you a false utopia from the beginning. You deceived me. My utopia exists in the future of this world. What I desire is the creation of the future, not the destruction of this world. I don't need you anymore. Ah! Diaz, what are you thinking? I don't need to hide anymore. And we get a CGI cutscene.
It's been a while. Rose, Dart. Father?
Is that really you, Dad? You died with Melbufrana on each other's swords. Rose, what are you talking about? Now I can tell you everything. The beginning of the world was an absolute nothingness, darkness. The creator, Sower, sowed a seed to the earth. This is the plan of Sower that created all species, the birth of the divine tree. Eventually, the fruit of the divine tree ripened and fell to the ground to fill the world with life. Gigantos from the 97th fruit. Minotaurs from the 99th fruit. Dragons from the 105th fruit. Humans from the 106th fruit. Winglies with a magic power from the 107th fruit. And at the end, the Virage embryo, the god of destruction, was to be born from the 108th fruit. Zoa desired the destruction and regeneration of the world by the Virage embryo, the god of destruction. However, 11,000 years ago, Winglies found out the tragedy waiting for them and sealed the 108th fruit by separating the flesh and soul. The flesh of the god, the flesh of the Virage embryo, was taken away from the Winglies as the moon that never sets, that glows in the sky. And the soul of the god was captured in the crystal sphere, and Melbufrana kept it. Yes, to withdraw unlimited magic power from that and to conquer the other creatures. However, even with the unlimited magic power, the domination was not eternal. Humans arose with dragons in front. Nothing was their match because they obtained the power of the dragon, and finally they drove Melbufrana into a corner. I felt certain of my victory, and it was in the next moment the spell of petrification cast by Melbu captured me. I have waited for 11,000 years. Time, almost eternal, dissolved the spell of Melbu, and I was released from captivity. Days spent with Rose became the eternal past, and I lived as the father of Dart in this age, until the tragic day in Neat. I cannot believe it. I am here, that is a fact. Then, both Dad and Rose are the heroes of the Dragon campaign. Yes, but that's not all. Humans made a mistake. Silly humans destroyed the crystal sphere, which was the container of the soul along with the royal capital Cadessa. The Virage embryo, the god of destruction, was exultant. It could now be born. The free soul released from the crystal sphere started to wander in order to go back to the body left in the moon that never sets, to be born as the last god, and to destroy the world. The soul without a body possesses a human body, and heads for the moon that never sets, by repeating the transmigration every 108 years. You now know the soul of the god of destruction is the Moonchild. The truth of the Moonchild in the legend. Count 108 years, and when the moon that never sets glares in red, the Moonchild descends to the earth and shall give a holy blessing to the world. The holy blessing is the destruction. The destruction is Soul's will. This is the fate that rules the future of the world. But there was one Dragoon who found out about it. In order to deter the birth of the god of destruction, She has had to kill the Moon Children. By stopping her own time, she was even called a demon. That is the true self of Rose, the Black Monster. Rose is the Black Monster. Tell me it's not true. The Moonchild has to be killed, and the people around it too, before they become the servants of the God of Destruction. Neat, too. For 11,000 years there have been no exceptions. God! Why do you have to be the Black Monster? That's it. What are you going to do? Let me tell you one more truth. Rose, you thought the Princess Luvia you killed 18 years ago was the Moonchild, but it is not true. Luvia had a twin sister. No. Shana is the Moonchild. Shana is the soul of the Virage embryo, the god of destruction. I'll dissolve the signet of the moon that never sets across it with the Moonchild. Now I have everything in my hands. Release Shana, and you are going to kill her to save the world. I'll kill her. This is the limitation of humans. Zieg, why? All is the will of the Creator, Soa. My hands start the world, and my hands end the world. Yes, fate desires it. Dad, wait! Shana! Yes, we want to save. Yes. Okay. Just a few things. So, Dart's dad was a good guy, but he somehow, when he was killed by Melwiframa, sort of became this sort of evil entity towards the end, after he was a good guy as Dart's dad. We don't really know why he went mental. And Rose is the Black Monster, which means she attacked Neat, which Dart's dad was part of, and is Zieg, her old boyfriend. So why the fuck didn't she see him when she destroyed Neat? Who knows? Maybe that's explained. I don't actually remember if that's explained later on. But that's all for this part. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in Disc 4.